Did you know that there was a secret Muslim alliance that ended the Crusades? See, the Crusader states, especially the Kingdom of Jerusalem, had been established following the First Crusade between 1096 and 1099, but by the 1180s, they were politically fragmented and militarily overstretched. Saladin, a Muslim leader of Kurdish origin, had unified much of the Islamic world under his rule, and he declared jihad against the Crusaders. Tensions had been building for years after the brutal raids of Raynald of Châtillon, a reckless Crusader lord who repeatedly broke truces with Saladin and even attacked Muslim pilgrim caravans. When Saladin seized Jerusalem in 1187, he allowed the European Christians to keep their land if they paid him tribute. But the Crusader leaders in Europe were eager to get their revenge. In 1189, three powerful European kings, Louis VII of France, Philip II of France, and Richard I of England, set out to aid the struggling Kingdom of Jerusalem. But to do this, they needed a massive army, and to raise that army, they employed a new tactic, a propaganda campaign. For years, Christian preachers had been telling people that the Muslims were an evil, godless people who spat on holy sites like Jerusalem. But now the preachers had to make the Muslims seem like an existential threat to all of Christendom. And so they began preaching that only God could save them from the Muslim menace. And that meant that God would grant them victory in a holy war against the infidel. And so thousands of European Christians began taking up arms to go on crusade. And when Saladin heard that the Europeans were raising a massive army to invade the Holy Land, he knew that he had to act fast. So he spent a year raising his own massive army, an army that was composed not only of Muslims from Egypt and Syria, but also from Kurds and other Turkish peoples. And he trained them all to fight as one, using battle formations and tactics that he'd learned during his military campaigns across the Middle East. And so when the Crusaders arrived in 1190, they found an army waiting for them, an army that was led by one of the greatest generals in history. To find out how the battle went down, stay tuned for more information.